everyone, welcome back. And if you are new, my name is Christy and I am feeling it. Spring is in the air. It is so beautiful outside, and when the seasons change, my makeup changes. It just inspires me to go for different looks. Today I have a lot of new makeup that I want to share with you, and for my eyes I just used the Give It To Me Straight eyeshadow palette from ColourPop. It's not new in stores, but it is so pretty, so I just wanted to use it today. If you have been watching my channel for a while and you haven't subscribed, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I think it's time just to show you how I applied all this makeup. So to create this spring look, I'm going to be using a lot of nice warm tones, but to start off the face, because I am doing a full face of makeup, I'm going to be using the Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue foundation. I have it in the shade Dawn. If you saw my Instagram stories or my last YouTube video, I gave a review on this foundation and it is my new favorite foundation. So that's what I'm going to be applying today. And I just applied it to the back of my hand, and I'm going to apply it to the center of my face. I also already primed my face with the Hourglass, where is it? The Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer, just to help it stay on my skin even longer. And I'm using my BK Beauty 101 foundation brush just to blend it out. So I'm not going to go into many of the specifics on this foundation because I'll just link that last video here so you can see it. I really do love it. And I am using some new makeup. Well, it's new to me, but not new in stores. And I have the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer, and this is in the shade Custard. And I'm just gonna apply this under my eyes. It is so nice and creamy, and I like the applicator. And I'm just gonna apply that with this small Real Techniques sponge. So I did want this look to be more on a nice, simple makeup look, easy to do. Just something that was versatile enough that you could play with it. And I wanted it to be simple, and I wanted it to be a look that you could use anytime and that it could look well on anybody. So I chose certain colors for this makeup application that I know look great on most people. I also purchased the Laura Mercier, the Essentials collection. I think it's called the Essentials collection. And it comes in a little box with 2 caviar sticks, the translucent setting powder, a little puff, and it also, I think it comes with a primer. And I hadn't used any of the products from Laura Mercier except the eyeliners, so I really wanted to try it out. And I'm just going to set my face a bit with this translucent powder. And I'm going to use the same Real Techniques sponge, and I'm just going to press that right under my eyes. And since I do like how luminous the skin looks with the foundation, I'm only going to be powdering down exactly like in my T-zone where I do produce a lot of oil. And now I'm just going to dust it on lightly over my eyelids just so they're nice and smooth for when I do apply my eyeshadows. For bronzer today, I'm going to be using the Marc Jacobs, what is this called? The Omega Bronze TANTASTIC 104. And if I can get it open, this is what it looks like. And I'm just going to apply that right on the hollows of my cheeks. And I'm using also the BK Beauty 102. I'm just going to apply this right here to the hollows of my cheeks. Just to give some warmth right up into my hairline. Sometimes when I'm applying my makeup on while I'm recording with the lights, I feel like I have to apply a little bit more makeup than I usually do, just so you can see it. Once I finish editing and everything, I want it to really show up. But sometimes I think you could go in with a lighter hand, like when you're applying bronzer or blush, not necessarily exactly the way I'm doing it, just to have that more natural look that you look really good in person. Now for blush, I'm also going to be using something that's new to me. It's from Jouer. This is the Adore Blush Duo, and it has the Adore Me and Hold Me shade. And I think they are just so pretty, just so pretty. So you have like that lighter shade, and then you have the pop of color, and that's what I'm gonna be applying on my cheeks today. To the apples of my cheeks and work my way back. If you feel that you're applying blush, and when it's just like with eyeshadow, wherever you apply your brush first, that's where you're gonna get most color. So if you don't like to have the most color right on the apples of your cheeks, you could also start applying it like from the back, closest to your hairline, and then just work it onto the apples of your cheeks. And that would be fine as well. Sometimes I do that, but when I am recording, I like it to show up. So I go right there on the apples of my cheeks and I work my way back. Now I'm gonna take the other color and just give that pop of color. I guess you could also just mix them together, and I'm gonna use my highlighter, and I'm just gonna use the highlighter from the FILMSTAR Bronze and Glow from Charlotte Tilbury, because I am gonna have a little bit of shimmer on my eyelids, so I don't want it to compete, and I want it to be a very natural look. Down the center of my nose. I'm going to fill in my eyebrows first using the NYX Professional Makeup Precision Brow Pencil in the shade Taupe, just so I don't forget. I really do like the angled tip that this has, and it works well, it lasts well on the eyebrows. I don't have that much to fill in, but I still like to fill them in a bit, and this does a great job. Nice, it's really nice. If you need a good brow pencil, this is a great one, and the price is great as well. For the eyes, I'm gonna be using the Give It To Me Straight eyeshadow palette. This isn't new, but I do like it because it has this kind of pink. This is the color Straight Up, and this is the color that I want to use for my eyes. It's that pink, like seashell kind of look, but it has some brown to it. It has a shimmer. It's pink, but it's not like a baby pink. It's not too pink, and I thought it would be perfect for spring. It's a neutral palette. It has some pinks in it, and I think so many eyeshadow palettes, at least the ones that I'm inclined to buy most of the time, are neutrals. And it's like a rose gold shade, this color Straight Up. And so many eyeshadow palettes have a tone similar to that. And I'll link in the description box some eyeshadow palettes that have it. So if you don't have this one, which a lot of people do have, but if you don't have it, you can totally recreate this look using the Enduring Love palette from Sydney Grace. You could use it if you have one of the Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes with, I also have here the Lorac Unzipped, the Love in London from BH Cosmetics. All these eyeshadow palettes have their own version of this rose gold, so it's very easy to recreate the look, but I'm just gonna use this one today. I'm also very happy because I'm gonna be using, I bought a kit from Sigma, and I got these brushes, and there's another one, I don't have it here right now, but these are the Sigma brushes from the Angela Bright collection, and I actually got it, I think it was 30% off. I don't know, it had a nice sale, and these brushes are awesome. They're really nice. So today I'm gonna be using these as well. And now for my transition color, I'm gonna be using this color called Downright. It's this one right here, and I'm gonna apply that right in the crease. I'm just gonna apply this right in the crease. And I'm not applying an all over shade because I actually just used the same powder from Mercier, and I just apply that right over my lid, so I'm good. And I'll bring it down a little bit to the outer corner. This look that I'm gonna be doing is so simple. It's so simple. As a matter of fact, I think Nudestix has one of their eye pencils. It may be called Rose Gold. I'm not sure, but I'll have it linked below. You could even do this eyeshadow look with one of those sticks. As we start to age, or maybe we just had hooded eyes to begin with, when we apply eyeshadows, we kind of lose that transition color that we're applying, or the color that we're applying to our crease, and if that is the case, like right now for me, that is the case. I've been noticing it more and more. And so what you do is you kind of bring it up a little bit over the crease. And if you could bring it like right here, not totally in your inner corner, but like just enough under your brow, you kind of like open up the eye a bit. And when you apply your eyeshadows and your eyes are open, you'll be able to see that color that you're applying a lot better, and your eye would look a lot like more open. This is also my Sigma E35. And I'm also just bringing that color like right here in the outer corner. And I'm also going to apply that same color to my lower lash line. And I'm going to be applying it with my Sigma E21 smudge brush. This is a very nice brush. I really do like the one from BK Beauty, which is an awesome smudge brush. But if I compare them, this one is a little chubbier, this one is a little finer. So this is like great for smudging. So like, but I think the line that I would get, it all depends on the effect you want. The line that I would get from this one is like a little bit thicker. And this one is obviously a little finer. I'm going to apply the color Frank, which is this one right here. I'm going to apply that to my outer corner, and I'm going to bring it also a little bit underneath my lower lash line. And I could use the Truth Hurts. I could use Truth Hurts, which is this one, but I don't want the color to be, I don't want the look to be too warm, so I'm going to keep it more in the brown family. I'm using my BK Beauty 202, and I'm just going to apply this right here to that outer corner. I'm going to bring it up a little bit into the crease. And I'm going to use the BK Beauty smudge brush, and I'm going to take that same color Frank, and I'm going to apply it to my lower lash line. I'm taking it almost all the way to my inner corner, but I'm stopping right before I get there. And I'll just bring this up. For my eyelid, I'm going to be using the color Straight Up, which I talked about before. And I'm going to apply it first with my finger, and then I'm going to blend it in with a brush. It's so pretty. I'm just going to be using the BK Beauty 203 just to really blend that in. Do the same to this eye, and I'm just going to apply it with my finger and just swipe it on there. When I get to the outer corner, you see I just like pat it. I am kind of going over it, but not that much. Brush. I'm going to go over everything on my transition area right here. The brush is clean. I haven't put any product on it. I just want to blend everything nicely. The color Actually, which is this one right here, and I'm going to use this not only to define my lower lash line, I'm going to put a little bit of this right on the outer corner of my eye, and I'm using the Sigma Blending E25 brush. Just going to apply this right here. And with the Sigma Smudge E21, I'm going to take that same color Actually, and I'm going to apply this to my lower lash line. Apply to the arch of my brow. I'm going to be using the color matter of fact. I'm just gonna go right there. Maybe just bring it very lightly underneath the rest of the brow. Now for eyeliner, I'm gonna be using from NARS, the color, it's the Kohl liner in the color Sorrento, and which is this one. And I'm going to tightline on my upper lash line. I'm going to apply this right very close to my eyelashes. And I will be smudging it out. Same to this eye. And I'm also going to apply this to my lower lash line. Do you guys hear that? Do you guys hear the little bird chirping? It is like all this week, it has been just like really at it. It's so cute. But I don't know if you can actually hear it. As an inner corner highlight, I'm going to be using from the FILMSTAR Bronze and Glow. I'll just be using the highlight shade. I'll use my MAC pencil brush to apply it. I don't always do the inner corner highlight. It doesn't make a big difference. I like to save it for like if I'm going to be doing something a little bit less casual and I want to just dress up the eye look a little bit more, then I'll do this. But it does give it a nice touch. For mascara, I'm going to be using the Dior Show. I really have to get a big one of these. I have so many samples from when you just buy products and stuff, and I've been using them up, but I have to get a big one of these. I really do like it. I'm just waiting for the mascara to dry to give it a second coat. Sometimes when you're applying your mascara and your eyelashes, like you apply it and some of them look like they're going this way. If you just take it and like brush them the other way, they'll like fall into place really nicely. Now to set the makeup and just make sure everything stays in place for the rest of the day, I'm gonna be using from MAC. This is the MINERALIZE Skin Finish in Medium Plus. It's this one. And I'm just gonna apply that with a brush, powder brush. Really do like this foundation with no powder. I think it looks most beautiful without powder, but it is getting hotter outside. There's a lot of humidity in the air. I do produce a lot of oil during the day, even without any makeup on. So I want to try to keep this looking matte or just in place as long as possible, and it does work really well on its own. These steps just help you along the way. And for lips, I'm going to be using my Lip Cheat and Pillow Talk from a Charlotte Tilbury. I line my lips, but I always like to bring it like also inside and shade the inside of the lip a bit. I don't like the way I used to do makeup when I was in high school, that you used to see that line of lip liner. Not anymore. And for lipstick, I was a little undecided if I wanted to use Dance Floor Princess from Charlotte Tilbury or Bitch Perfect. So I just want to compare them to the eyeshadows. And you see this one looks pretty nice. Kind of matches really well, in fact. I think this one is more on the nude side. I think I'm going to go with the lighter shade. I'm going to go with the Bitch Perfect. And this will just help balance everything out. So this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed it. I always think that it's so much fun when seasons change and you kind of bring out like older eyeshadow palettes and rediscover old favorites, and that's what happened to me with this Give It To Me Straight eyeshadow palette. And I just want to share it with you. I'm going to be creating some looks with mauve colors. I really want to do a green eyeshadow look, and I want to give you like alternatives that you can play with, and just like, it's just so much fun when summer comes. The colors are just changed so much and they're just a little bit more vibrant, a lot more fun. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who you think may want a spring look as well. And until the next time, bye.